Hey guys, it's Beth and welcome back to my channel. So today's video I am going to be unboxing and trying out a new ColourPop collection. And I just got it in the mail today. I haven't even opened this box yet, but I'm really excited to unbox it with you guys. And then I'm gonna try everything out and see what I think. And yeah, if that sounds interesting to you, then just keep on watching. Right, so I just cut my box open and I did buy quite a bit of this collection. I haven't been really excited about a ColourPop collection in a hot minute, but this collection just really spoke to me. I loved the look of it online, so I'm super excited to see it in person. And I can't even remember what this collection is called, to be honest. It's like the Cherry Crush collection, I think. So here we have it. Oh my god, this packaging though. Look at that. Oh, that is adorable. Look at this. And this is the hand mirror. They did come out with a hand mirror with the Barbie collection, and I wanted that, but then I ended up just not getting it. And I'm so glad I held off because you guys, oh, I love it so much. It's like the perfect little size. Look at that. And it has like a sticker on it. Let's peel it off together. Oh yeah, I am thrilled with this little mirror. I love the red and the cherry and the font of ColourPop. It is perfect. So this is the first thing that I ordered. I knew this was a must-have as soon as I saw this collection. Next up, look at these. I think I'm actually gonna put these in my hair now. They got these little hair clips, which are super adorable. Look at that. Oh, I love that. I'm gonna put these in my hair. I see, as you can see, I put on some cherry earrings. I have some red ones, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do pink. All right. So there are the clips in. I just love the whole aesthetic of this collection. I feel like it's so summery and bright and fun, and you know, I love bright and fun. I got the Ripe and Ready bundle. So this comes with the serum blush, a lip stain, and a cream gel liner. Comes with their new glossy lip stain in the shade Love Bite. I would really wanted to try this. This is a new formula for them. They did come out with like an entire shade range of these just recently, and this one was a little bit of a deeper tone of the two, a little bit more of like a berry color, not like the bright cherry red, but I thought that would be really pretty. And then this is the Cheek Dew in Cherish You, and I've never tried this formula either. This is one of their liquid serum blush, and that is what that looks like. Again, it's in the shade Cherish You, and this is in Love Bite. And then this is the cream gel liner. We all know I love the cream gel liners. They are some of my favorite liners ever. I just love their color selection. They're nice and creamy. This is, what did I say? This is in the shade Jubilee. And this is kind of like a berry pink as well. So I got like the more berry toned selection for the bundle. And lastly, we have Miss Cherry Crush. Oh my god, this packaging though, I cannot even get over it. And then we open her up. Ta-da! Isn't that pretty? Like, something about this whole entire collection just like pulled me in, where I was like, I have to buy one of everything in this collection. And I don't normally do that. Like, if a new collection comes out, I'm like, yes, I'll buy the palette, or I'll buy the liner, or you know, I bought like almost pretty much like one of everything that came in this collection. There's a whole other bundle with a different shade of the lip stain, a different shade of the Cheek Dew, and another liner, I think, maybe. I'm not 100% sure. But this is everything that I got out of the collection, and I cannot wait to try it out. So let's start our first impression. All right, so far on my face, I have foundation, concealer, and a cream bronzer. If you want to know everything that I have on my face thus far, you can go ahead and check the description box below. I will have everything listed and linked. So I'm going to start with the Cheek Dew, actually. And again, this is in the shade Cherish You. I don't know if you can even read that, but I just love this shade. Isn't that so pretty and fun and summery? I'm not even sure how to use this formula. They do not have directions on the box, but what I'm gonna do is just put it on the back of my hand and use a sponge and kind of see how that goes. I wonder if these have a scent. I don't know, I don't think so. But did I? No. I haven't really heard too much about these, to be honest, so I'm kind of interested. Oh, whoa, I got crazy. I got way overboard. I already know that that is way too much. It is so pretty. Okay. Really thin, like kind of jelly formula. Kind of interesting. I'm gonna just, honestly, just do this. Go right onto the cheek and see how that blends with my finger. And it just now occurred to me that I have my air conditioner going, so if you can hear that, I apologize. I feel like it may be lifting my foundation, so we will try that with a sponge and see how that goes. Boop, boop, right in with my sponge and go right over the top. I mean, it is pretty. It's really dewy. As you can see, it is adding quite a bit of a glow to my cheeks, and not like a shimmery, glittery glow, like just a wet dew. I feel like I definitely prefer the sponge application. Alright, so that is the cheek dew in Cherish You. I feel like far away it looks really good. Like on camera right now, it looks stunning, but up close I feel like it kind of took away some of the coverage that I had on my cheeks. I also am using a pretty lightweight foundation. I'm using the L'Oreal Pro Glow. So maybe if I had something a little bit more full coverage underneath, it might work a little bit better. I'm gonna try this in a few different ways. It is a little bit interesting. Again, I'm gonna show you the formula. It is called a serum blush. It seems to have like kind of like a jelly texture to me. Like it's a little, not thick, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's a little thick, like it almost reminds me of like a liquid lip balm lip gloss texture. It's not like super pigmented because as you can see, it shears out. It's interesting. I'm gonna continue to try it out. So far it's not my favorite, but I mean, from here it looks pretty. All right, so now I have set my face with some powder. Again, everything that I do not talk about in this video I will have listed and linked down below. I feel like it lost a lot of vibrancy, to be honest, and with the formula I would not trust putting it over the top of powder at all. Like I just know that would be a mess, so I'm not even going to attempt that. But next up, I actually want to go ahead and start dipping into this gorgeous palette. Isn't that so stunning? Like I cannot even handle how beautiful this is. Like I'm a big fan of like pinks and purples and stuff on the eyes. I just think they look really flattering on my skin tone and look really good with my dark brown eyes. But I am a big fan of this kind of color scheme. I know some people don't like reds and pinks on the eyes, but I am a huge fan, so I thought this would be really fun to play with today. I don't really know what I want to do yet, but let's go ahead and get started. I am gonna first go in with this shade right here. This is called Cherry Stem, and this is kind of an interesting color. It's like a really muted red almost. As you can see, I swatched it here and it just looks like a really muted red. It's kind of an interesting color. I do not think I own anything like that at all in my entire collection, so that's really cool. I'm gonna make sure there's no creasing on my lid. And then I am going to start putting that into my crease, I guess. Again, I'm not really sure what I'm doing yet, so I'm just kind of figuring it out as I go. So far, super pigmented, and it seems to be blending pretty easy for me. And I'm not going to bring that all the way into the inner crease just yet. I might do something else there. Alright, so now that we have that built up on the outer portion of both eyes, like the outer crease, I think I want to go in with this shade right here called Take a Bite. And that is just like a deep like plum color. I'm just gonna get that on the other end of my brush that I was using and start pressing that in on the outer portion of the eye. And holy moly, that is pigmented. Wow. I'm just kind of like patting to build the color and kind of dragging it inward. Because this is such a deep pigmented shade, I am kind of like really packing the pigment onto my lid, and then like with the same, like there's pretty much nothing left on the brush at this point. I'm just kind of going towards the edge and kind of like flicking that pigment upward rather than like scrubbing back and forth to blend, because it is such a deep shade that I do not want it to go patchy in any way. So I'm just really being careful with that shade, and it is working perfectly that way. It's helping me really get a nice blended effect without it going patchy, which sometimes can happen because this is really honestly a really deep color, and it is a purple, and purples can be sometimes hard to blend and work with. I am noticing that even though it is such a deep shade, it is pretty blendable. I've used shades where they're like, I think it was in like the James Charles Morphe palette, where you put it on and it doesn't want to go anywhere. Pigmented, yes, but kind of hard to work with sometimes. This doesn't seem to be too hard for me to work with. I think I'm gonna next go into this shade right here. This is called Scarlet, and this is like the hot pink in the palette. And I think I'm going to get that on this inner part of the crease. I'm kind of lifting my eye so I can get up underneath there, so it's not like too high underneath the brow. Kind of blend that in with that cherry stem shade that I use in the crease. There are 3 different shimmers. No, there's 4 different shimmers I could potentially use, and I don't know which one I want to use. We have this one called Sweet Like, Tie a Knot, Very Cherry, and Juicy Juicy. Let's just swatch them and kind of see. This one feels a little dry. That's Sweet Like. This one is called Tie a Knot. That one's a little bit more of a satin shimmer. This is Very Cherry, and this is Juicy Juicy. I'm gonna first go in with Very Cherry, and I am going to put this on the center of the lid. Oh, that is pretty. Dang. And I'm just kind of pressing that on because I feel like these shimmers, the ones in this palette specifically, have a potential for fallout, and I don't want a bunch of red on my face. So I'm just pressing that pigment into my lid. I'm like obsessed with this look right now. This looks so cool, especially in person. Like, I wish you could see it in person. All right, now for the second shimmer, I'm gonna go in with Sweet Like, and this is kind of like a red with like a gold shimmer in there, and I feel like I'm seeing some kind of like a bluish kind of flip, maybe purplish. I don't know, it's kind of a really interesting shade. Let's see if I can, I don't know if you can see that. It is actually a really interesting shade, so I'm gonna get that on that inner portion of my lid. And this is the one that I said in when I was swatching felt kind of dry, so this definitely has a potential to be kind of fallouty, but we are going to use her anyway. Oh my goodness, it has like pink sparkles in there. Oh, pretty. That is actually so freaking pretty. Like, look at that. I'm obsessed. What can I say? I am obsessed. I think I'm gonna go in with Juicy Juicy, and that's that more plummy kind of deep cherry shimmer, and I'm just gonna take that on the pointed end of my brush and start getting that underneath the lower lash line. Oh my gosh, that is a pretty color. Wow. Yes please and thank you. Like, holy crap. And then before I forget, I actually want to try this cream gel liner. It is in the shade Jubilee, and I will quickly swatch it. Ooh, that is a really pretty kind of fuchsia color. Put that in the waterline. Oh my god, yes. Beautiful. Just look at that. Beautiful. Holy cow, this is freaking stunning. I am obsessed with this liner. I love it. Like, it was just like the cherry on top. Get it? Alright, so I needed something to highlight my inner corner because there's not really anything in that little palette. I was like trying to dig through my drawers, but I just have too much over there that I just grabbed this little thing. This is the e.l.f. Mint Melt Chocolate Mint eyeshadow palette, and this is a really pretty highlight shade. So that's, I'm just gonna pop that on the inner corner. Ideally, I would have liked something else, but this will do the job. And I feel like it's kind of mixing in with those pinky red shades and creating like a nice like pink champagne. That actually turned out perfectly for what I wanted. It is mixing in with those reds and making kind of like a pink. Oh yeah, I like that. So now what I'm gonna do is do my brows, throw some mascara on, and then we will be back for the lips. Alright, so brows and mascara are on. I also used a little bit of a like really natural nude lip liner that really mimics the shade of my lips. So we can go ahead and try this Fresh Kiss Glossy Lip Stain in the shade Love Bite. So I'm really excited to try this formula. Oh, whoa. I was not expecting that. It feels really cooling on the lips, like cold. What the heck? No scent that I can detect. It does not taste good. It's kind of finicky for me to work with because it is so thin. So that is the lip stain on. I am undecided about how I feel about that. It was really interesting to put on. It was like really cold feeling on the lips. It's also a really thin, really thin formula. Let me try to swatch that for you. Like, it feels downright cold when you put it on. Really thin, like super duper like liquidy thin formula. It feels a lot like a lip stain. I mean, duh, that's what it is. But like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's that thin, kind of melts into your lips kind of formula. But it is really pigmented, so I think that's why I was having a little bit of trouble with it. As you can see, it already stained that part of my hand. But it is pretty dang pigmented for a lip stain, so I think that's why I was having a little bit of trouble with it. But once I got my finger in there and kind of blended it out, it kind of gives this cute, like, I don't know, like effortless kind of look to the lips, and I have a feeling it'll probably last a long time if it does truly stain the lips. Alright, so now that we are now that we are all done, I want to do like a quick rundown of all of the products, what I really liked, what I think are must-haves, what I didn't like so much, what kind of falls in between. First of all, the first must-have, in my opinion, this mirror is like such a good mirror. First of all, like, you know how sometimes you use a mirror and it's kind of like warped looking? This is like perfect, really good. Yeah, really good quality mirror. I'm a huge fan of this, and I feel like this is only like $10, if that. And it's like not too big. It's like the size of my hand, so you can throw it in a makeup bag. I really like this little mirror. I like the design. They also have a Barbie one, and I'm sure they'll come out with more with other collections. The Barbie one is like a pink heart shape, but the cherry one was speaking to me. Next absolute must-have is the Jubilee cream gel liner. Again, I have that swatched right here. I have it in my waterline. This liner though, so freaking good. Perfectly creamy, perfectly pigmented. The color is so fun. This is so good. You guys know I love their cream gel liners. They're pretty much the only eyeliners, like pencils, that I actually use. And I am so happy to have this shade. Okay, and then next, what kind of like falls in the middle for me, I would have to say the palette. It is good. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is good. It is really pretty. I really enjoyed the shades in here. They were really good quality, and for this deepest shade being as deep and pigmented as it is, it was really easy to use and easy to work with. I just don't feel like it's a must-have. If this color story speaks to you, then yes, get it. It's good. It is really pretty. Like this cherry stem shade, I feel like is really unique to my collection. I really like that. These shimmers could be better in my opinion. They're not ColourPop's best shimmers. I've tried some of their shimmers that are just like 10 out of 10 amazing. These ones are pretty, but I'm not like blown away. It's a really pretty palette. It's not like great for every day, obviously, unless you want to rock like a pink or red smoky eye every day. That's do you, boo boo. It's just not a must-have. I do like it. I'm glad to have it, but I wouldn't say that anybody like run out and go get it. Next up, I'm going to talk about the lip stain. The longer I have it on my lips, the more I actually like it. It is really pretty. I do like this shade. I think it is actually really flattering on my skin tone. And like I said, I could see this with like a really muted eye, like some mascara, a little bit of cream blush, throw this on. So pretty. I would like to try some of their other shades. They have a little bit more nude shades. This is a pretty bright color. I do like the color. I feel like for how bright the color is, it is really pigmented, and it is such a thin formula that I felt like it was kind of hard for me to work with. But if you're really careful, kind of blend it in with your finger, it is really pretty. I do like how it feels on the lips. I was blown away when I touched my lip and it was like cold. I really do like that about this. I'm kind of in between on this. I can't decide if I love it or if it's just okay. I do like it though, so far. And then lastly, the thing that I was really disappointed in is this Cheek Dew Serum Blush. I just think the formula is a little bit odd. It's kind of like thick gel with like uneven pigment. Like it's almost like it's not pigmented enough, and with the formula I feel like it's kind of messes with the product underneath. I want to try this with some other foundations because I am wearing a pretty like lightweight foundation. I would like to try this with a more full coverage and see how it does with that. But again, the formula, it's just not my favorite. I'm like really into cream products. I would even be into a liquid blush, but this is kind of like a weird formula that I'm not a huge fan of. So this is one of the things that I just would not recommend out of the collection. I know they have these in other shades, but from what I can tell with this one, I probably wouldn't want to try the other ones. All right, so that is my review, first impression review of the Cherry collection that ColourPop just came out with. I honestly can't even remember the official name. It's like the Cherry Crush or something of the sort. Those are my thoughts on everything so far. I had a lot of fun trying this makeup out and unboxing it with you guys. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Also, click the bell if you want to be notified whenever I upload. Leave me a comment down below and tell me what you thought of this collection, or if there's anything that sparked your interest. But that is all for me today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!